rules are, Rebecca, do you know what's happening? Because I sure as hell don't. No, I'm literally obsessed.
Hey besties, welcome to Literally Obsessed. It's Cassy
And Brittany.
Hi everyone.
Hello.
Welcome back to another episode. We have Onyx Storm episode 15 today, guys.
It's true.
And chapters 54 through 57. So
we're almost there.
Almost there. We're so excited. Look at us. We're wearing the same clothes as last episode. What a coinkydink.
What a coinkydink.
What a weird phenomenon.
For you, it's been a week. For us, it's been about
2
1
seconds.
minute.
Isn't time weird like that, y'all? Isn't it weird?
Truly. It is a little weird.
Well, I hope you guys have been having an amazing weekend. You had a weekend if you're listening to this on Monday, but I hope you guys have a great day so far. Let's just get straight into our little reminders. Merch, like we've said before, we're going to just be working on it. Give us your thoughts, maybe, if you have anything. We are still just trying to get our schedules aligned, but today we'll be talking more about, how to figure that out. So hopefully soon we'll keep you guys updated.
Content and spoiler warning for you all. You already know content, nothing really from the book, but but we like to cuss and talk about smut. And it's nothing else I can really say. And then spoilers. We're almost there, but we are going to be talking about the end of the book, probably. So know that everything is on the table.
Let's go.
All right, let's get into our spilling the tea.
Okay, chapter 54. Our girl Violet is in a deep depression about Indarna leaving, and Xaden is trying his best to care for her. Ugh. And Taryn also keeps an open part of their bond open for her to talk at any time. So sweet. On the 4th day, Mira arrives and urges Violet to get out of bed with help from Xaden, and Violet finally does. Mira and Brennan argue about a gap in Lilith's diary, suspecting that their parents tried to dedicate Violet to Dune when she was a toddler, which is an illegal act in Navarre, we find out. Violet remembers that the Umbrish high priest is saying that it was good her dedication wasn't completed, and realizes her father tried to dedicate her, which may explain her silver hair. Brennan says some parents dedicate weak children in hopes the gods would help, which is damn. Mira believes that the priestess rejected Violet because her future was uncertain, and says a prophecy about a heart that may turn dark. Xaden reveals the prophecy refers to him, not Violet, since his heart, quote unquote, beats for her, which leaves Mira shook. Chapter 55. 2 days pass, and Mira is still barely talking to Violet. Navarre is close to declaring war on Terrandor due to Xaden accepting Poramish refugees, but no attack has come yet. Violet struggles in Trissa's rune class without Indarna's magic, but improves slightly with Quinn's help by using Terran's rougher power. She resumes intense signet training with Felix, pushing her so hard that Brennan frequently has to heal her, of course. Xaden and Bodhi returned from patrol mid-argument, and Bodhi says he wants to quit school and just to fight, but then Xaden's like, no, refuses. Bodhi accuses Xaden of making him Xaden's replacement, and Violet realizes it's because Xaden is preparing for his own possible death. Violet confronts Xaden, who admits that he hasn't given up hope, but feels he must be ready for the worst.
Chapter 56. We're in Xaden's dream again, but this time Violet is able to separate herself and exist in the dream? Violet manages to wake herself up and Xaden, and then they hear a knock at their door. Garrick delivers the news that Theophany and the Venin have reached the walls of Drathus and said that they have 5 hours for Violet to show, or she dies. Violet realizes that Theophany has Mira. Oh shit. Chapter 57. The writers are all arguing for the best path of action. We learn that Theophany asked for Violet and Xaden's brother. And Brennan calls Violet out for wanting to save everybody else, and that Xaden would want to save her, which is exactly what Theophany wants. Violet agrees that she has to kill Theophany, and Brennan says that they all have to trust each other for this plan to work. Violet agrees to do whatever it takes to save Mira.
Big sigh after that, guys.
Big
There's
sigh.
a lot going on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's deep dive this bitch.
Okay. Well, I just have to say, I literally already love Taryn so much. But him leaving, like, the bond open for Violet to just have access to everything that he's been doing just has me crying.
Yeah.
It's like he really cares so deeply for her, and he's also probably hurting, but he just like can really sense her pain and is like trying to make her feel better.
Sometimes with Taryn, it's like he won't always say like love ya, kid, but he'll show it, you know, which is just, it feels more soft to me. Just this quote that I thought was really interesting. It says, "You've been breathing and that's enough for me. The relief in his eyes is palpable, but that somehow makes me feel worse. I'm supposed to be stronger than this. What else have I missed?" Like, her depression, like this little moment for her was just so real, and I feel this little quote just perfectly encapsulates it, like how she didn't even realize like how down bad she had been for like a couple days, and that like Xaden has just been having to like deal with a bunch of stuff while she's been, and like allowing her to just sit in her sorrow. So just a sad little moment, because like this fucking series of chapters are so fucking sad. Going off of that, Mira brings up like, oh, she lost a dragon, not like a boyfriend, it's not like a breakup, and then she's like, no offense, Xaden. He's like, none taken, we're past the breakup stage. And I said, I am the Pedro Pascal gif of him laughing and then crying. Because it's like, wait. Dude,
so foreshadowing.
This is fucking awful.
Yeah.
Every day I wake up in pain. Did I send you the TikTok where it's like this and a cure for venom?
Yeah, I had seen it already, but I was like, yup.
Just add a Jersey Mike sandwich to that and we're on it.
It's true.
Okay. Xaden cleaning her, like helping her wash her hair, like just an intimate like love moment for him, and just to show like, and like I'm sure, you know, like those who like deal with people with mental health and like trying to deal with your loved one who has that, like just being there and having that care for you is just, I don't know, sometimes it's hard for us to see like these soft little moments of the relationship, because we always see either the shit or the smut, which is, you know, fun,
right?
But the like really soft moments is really, it's a good thing to see. So yeah, I just liked that part.
Okay, well, I answered my own question, but I still felt it was important to bring it up, because she says you guys need to work it out, because other than Nyara, we're all that's left. And I was like, huh, who? They have family members? And then like 2 seconds later it's clarified that it's their grandma, so their only living relative, which is crazy. It's
the last one.
Okay, here is a quote that Mira says. And it says, "The priestess spoke all cryptically, but basically said if Violet chose her future poorly, she could still earn their mentorship, but she'd turn and she cuts herself off." So wild that the priestesses predicted the future, that like either her or that her heart or somebody that beats for her would do the right thing for the wrong reason. It's wild.
It's weird.
And then weirder that they said even if she chose poorly, she could still earn their mentorship. Unless they mean theophany.
Theophany?
I don't know. Very interesting.
I can't trust these priestesses, honestly.
Yeah, you can't trust anybody.
Truly, can't trust anyone.
Also, just so wild that Xaden's powers are getting so strong that he can just cut through shields left and right. Unless he's always been able to, and it's yet another secret. I don't know.
When I saw you wrote that down, I was like, I want to know what, like, how powerful he's gonna get.
Yeah,
like,
I would like
scared.
to know.
I'm really scared.
Yeah, no, me too.
Okay, I just wrote "the fuck" with this quote, but it says, she said the heart that beat for you, or within you, would do the wrong thing for the right reason, reach for unspeakable power, and turn dark. Right? I just think like that's a fucking wild prophecy, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah, she's like, you're destined for darkness,
babes,
kiddo. That's what they said about Anakin too.
You're so right.
Don't we always compare this to Star Wars?
Always.
I don't know how it keeps happening.
That or High School Musical or Twilight.
You're right. They all come from. Have you ever taken a screenwriting class?
I don't know if it was a full class, but it was like a workshop.
Oh, okay. Well, you know the whole thing of like the hero's journey and like how Star Wars is like a perfect representation. Like, that is the example that, at least in every screenwriting or playwriting class I've ever taken, it's always like Star Wars is the hero's journey. So maybe that's why it just always seems so similar. It's because they're following that arc. But I'm pretty sure they tell Anakin from a very young age that he's destined for darkness.
For doom.
Yeah.
Like, basically, it's crazy.
So she's Anakin.
Yeah. Yeah. Annie baby.
Okay, chapter 55. Okay, I just have to bring up Bodhi wanting to drop out of school to fight and Xaden shutting him down yet again.
Yeah.
Xaden is going to be his downfall.
1000%.
Because he is just so against anything that Bodhi wants to do. And, like, Bodhi just keeps getting shut down. This guy can't catch a fucking break.
Unless it's going to be Bodhi's villain arc. Which I think I said.
Yeah, I think Xaden is going to be, like, to blame, though.
Yeah. Okay. But I liked this one because he was like, I want to drop out of school, Dad. I don't want to be, like, it's your dream.
My dream is to fight. It's your dream for me to be the prince.
I'm not breaking your dream. I'm not breaking my dream, Dad.
I'm breaking yours.
Yeah,
it's
you. What's the song? No, it's not that song. What is it?
What?
What's the song in Cinderella story? Like when they're kissing in the rain.
Oh, wait.
He walks away and then it starts playing.
When angels fun. Yeah, what the hell? How does that song go? I'm forgetting. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The whole
That
scene.
is so funny. Rain just pours. It's like, I'm not ruining my dreams, Dad. I'm ruining yours.
Walks away.
May angels come in. Oh my god, I wish I would have added that song.
That's our honorable favorite.
That's our honorable mention for today.
Okay, so just a fun little moment. Like, thank you, Riddick, for making us give a little giggle within this chapters. Is, I think Violet said, harder, rougher. I can do that. I nod, then reach into my archives and yank a strand of Terran's power loose. I'm sure you can, considering who you're sleeping with, Riddick teases. And I was like, thank you. This is the one laugh we've had in, like, 15 chapters.
I was going to point that out, but I was like, I know that Cassie's going to want that one, so.
my boy.
I also just have to, going off of that, damn it, Rebecca, damn you for not giving us
her shutting those damn doors. She said, you're not going to see this.
She said, there's the throne, and I'm going to just close you right out of there.
That pissed me off. Because it would have been good.
It would have been a nice,
like, makeup sex.
Yeah.
It's like giving makeup sex.
And she talks about his smile. I'm like, explain the smile a little more to us.
I need every detail.
Give us anything, girl. Give us anything.
We're just as deprived as you.
Dude, Violet, you think you're deprived, honey.
Like, imagine
how we feel.
We can't even see him.
It's all in our head.
All from your words. It's hard.
Okay, chapter 56. How the fuck can Violet dreamwalk without Andarna? Rebecca? Do you want to answer? I'm waiting. Because what the hell?
That doesn't make any sense. She even questioned it. Or someone questioned it.
Yeah, she does. She's like, I'm not connected to Andarna. And then Xaden's like, I don't know, maybe it's Terran's power. What do you mean? What do you mean maybe it's Terran's power? Now all of a sudden she's got two fucking signets from Terran? What?
The rules are starting to get a little blurry.
Rules are... Rebecca, do you know what's happening? Because I sure as hell don't.
Imagine the editor slipped that in. She's like,
oops.
Oops.
I don't know. I don't know.
Weird.
I don't know.
How did they get Mira in the first place? What was she doing? Did she go to them?
Willingly?
Was this all
a plan?
Plan?
Oh my gosh.
She's like, no, please. Make it look real.
I can't trust any of Violet's.
Because I don't think that Venom would have let her die. I don't think they would have. I feel like she's got wards in her. They would keep her as a prisoner.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
fair.
I feel like they knew what they were doing because it was all a scheme that Mira had.
I mean, to be fair, Mira has never been described as, like, the strongest fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So
Which I have.
Okay. I was just going to say they could have easily taken her.
Yeah.
But anyway,
mm-hmm.
Let's move on. Okay, the Venom has a, quote, freakishly young face. But she doesn't explain to us what it looks like. Like, what do you mean freakishly young? Like, he's 12?
Or 4?
What do you mean he has a... Is it Xaden?
Oh my god, like,
she
little
doesn't
Xaden?
say... Well, like, is it Xaden
Oh, I see.
in his dream? Is it Naolan? Because he would have been pretty young, right? But, like, what do you mean? Back from Iron Flame, she kept saying things about how he looks so young. And if it's the same guy, he has tan skin, chocolate breath.
But, like, how young?
That's what I'm saying. Freakishly young?
What's freakish?
Like a child? Or, like, what do you mean?
Any child Violet sees, she's like, oh my god, that's so freaky.
That's so...
They got a
Ew, I
freaky
can't
little
believe they're
face.
still making kids.
Real. Valid.
Real.
Valid.
But yeah, I just want to know what she means by freakishly young. Is it like he hasn't been venom for a long time? Is it age wise? Is it like, oh, I'm surprised somebody like our age, like early 20s, would be a venom? What is it? Is it Xaden? Is it Naolan? Who the fuck is
like,
it?
compared to these old ass hags I've been seeing.
I mean, Theophany sounds a little rough.
Fucking, I view like the way that she looks is like the evil queen from Snow White, like the decrepit.
Yeah, I mean, I see her looking a little decrepit. Yeah,
or that one really.
She looks
scary...
like Palpatine. That's what
that's
what I'm picturing.
Do you remember? Did you ever watch? Was it X? It was X. You ever watched that one?
I've watched all of them.
All of them. With when it's Maxine older, she's like old lady. She's the one that like has the house, and then she tries to kill.
Wait, it's not Maxine.
It's not Maxine.
It's Pearl.
Sorry,
okay, I was like, wait,
Pearl.
they never.
So sorry.
Yeah, that's X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she's old.
Yeah.
Pearl when she's old.
Yeah,
that's
she's fucking freaky looking.
That's a freaky
sometimes
old face.
Sometimes old people scare me.
Brittany, you can't say that.
No, but like, why was she so scary looking?
Because she had killed a lot of people.
That's fair.
The souls were taken out of her.
I'm like, she was just old and decrepit, but it was kind of scary.
She also just was, yeah, like really old.
Even her husband was also scary looking.
Disgusting.
That movie was fucking crazy.
I watched it the other day. It's really good though.
Yeah, I was just like, what
so gory
is happening?
Yeah.
What am I watching?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Kaori, I don't mean to bring up Star Wars again. This is like strike 3 for me. I'm not even the biggest Star Wars fan.
It was just May the 4th, so I get it. It's like in your head.
Okay, well. Kaori being able to create a 3-dimensional projection of Drathus is sick. And it's either giving me Star Wars when they like project things onto the table, or Spy Kids 2 to be specific, when he has the little like model, the 3D model of the island that they're on, and then he can see all the little creatures and like dinosaurs walking around. It's giving that, like, he's like, whew, he can just like spin it and do whatever he and like, what is Kaori's signet? Where did is that lesser magic, or where did that come from?
We'll never know what lesser magic is. Like,
because
I don't know where
they surprise me. Like,
lesser magic is like signet sometimes.
Well, Violet said that when they were destroying the temple, she like with lesser magic like whoom, stops it. I'm like, okay, now they have the fucking force. I thought that was Rhiannon's signet. Now all of a sudden Violet can do.
I don't know.
I thought it was just locking and unlocking and turning on lights, y'all. Like, what?
I thought it was having a candle lit just next to you while walking.
Yeah, it's like now they have slight telekinesis. They have.
You can project things.
You can. Sick.
Awful.
I would be happy with just lesser magic.
Yeah,
that's just me. Okay, so Theophany saying brother, and them assuming it's Bodhi, but then we think it's actually really Jack. But I was like, Xaden kind of calls a lot of people brother, because then she was like Liam, but Liam's dead. R.I.P. Garrick, I'm pretty sure he's called a brother. I'm like, you kind of have a lot, my dude. He also has real half brothers, and we don't want to talk about them. But you know what? Yeah.
Stop nicknaming other people brothers.
No, literally. Do people really talk like that? Actually,
yeah.
Like, you got it, brother.
I don't know. I don't say brother, but I say bro.
Yeah, maybe it's the there. Because I say bro too. As a woman.
Brother.
Well, you know, he's
hello,
like,
brother.
I feel like it's like a
Yeah.
Brother. I always wanted a brother.
Get that out of here. Get that shit out of there. I hate that.
That's Xaden. I always wanted a brother.
But not the way he did. Not the way he got them. Not that way. I was like, I always wanted a brother and my mother.
And my father.
I wanted a happy family.
Oh, poor kid.
Okay, I can't tell if I'm so pissed at Brennan for being low-key sus or just low-key right when he's telling Violet to, like, get her shit together and be like, you gotta pick one battle right now, girl. Like, you can't go out there and, like, try to save everybody else because you're inevitably gonna, like, fuck everything up, and then your little boyfriend can't be sacrificing everyone else just for you. Like, you need to pick something.
Okay, but see, that's what I mean when it's like, I can't tell if he really does love her and is trying to keep her safe, or it's a hidden agenda.
That's
because
exactly right.
it does seem like he's calling her out on her BS, and he's like, listen up, kid. She sees right through your little plan. She knows what you're like. You're gonna put everybody's lives before your own, knowing that Xaden will put your life above his.
Yes.
So she knows exactly how it's going to plan out already. So, like, you need to pick something out of left field for us to, like, continue.
And it was just the way he was saying it. Like, and he's very specific. Brennan's very specific on what he says.
He's calculated.
And then, like, he has double meanings to almost everything that comes out of his mouth. I feel you could take it one way or another. And, like, this one specifically, I was like, I can't tell if I'm pissed at you or if I'm agreeing with you in this moment.
Yeah.
Which I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then random thought that I had that I feel like we pushed aside for a little while is that we're about to be in book 4 and we really just still don't know anything about Brendan and Naolin. Like, I don't know what, I think just thinking about Brendan, I was like, ooh.
If I think about it too much, I spiral. Because I'm like, we're really not going to get all these answers that I want. And I mean, maybe it's going to be, I don't know. Like, maybe I'm being dramatic, and, like, in book 4, it's like, you know what? Yeah, me and Naolin dated. And she's going to be like, what? And then a cadet walks in and we move on. And it's like, well, I guess we got our fucking answer. And, like, I'm wanting, like, a 10-chapter
finding out this is the truth. Yeah.
So it's like, maybe I'm being dramatic and, like, we can find out just like that. But
Brennan, please just be like, yeah, we fucked a couple times. Like, we hooked up.
That's it, though. It's not like I loved him.
It's like he was, like, a little bit more in love with me, and then, like, got complicated.
She also, so random, sorry. I think I didn't write it down, but I think she brings up that Brennan has the rune-shaped scar again.
She's like, this is my lover right here.
He's like, Naolin's always with me because he's controlling me. I'm not real. I'm a shell of a person.
He just unzips the zipper in his back. Naolin just...
Oh my god. Dude, because, like, no, I'm thinking about the ultimate betrayal of, like, this entire time. Brennan... Fuck. Let's think worst case scenario here. Brennan is, like, dead. Right? Like, this is, like, a shell of a person being controlled. So this is not his brain. Maybe he, like, input his memories or something. I'm assuming he's being controlled by Naolin in this theory, right? So it's not Brennan. He is, like, manipulating them, being so caring for them to trick them to think he's on his side when, like, something like this, he could have just alerted them, like, hey, I steered them off track. This is what's going to happen. That's, like, that would fucking suck.
He is a mender. No one knows what he's putting into people's...
Oh, my gosh. Dude.
He's like, here you go, Violet. I'll mend you. Just fucks with her.
I don't know.
Just totally, like, he puts a tracker in or something. I don't know.
Dude, who knows?
No
but, like,
He's so sus.
As much as I'm expecting it, I'm like, that's gonna be the ultimate betrayal if he does reveal that he's, like, behind all of this. That's gonna fucking suck.
Kind of a sick story, though.
It would, but makes me sad.
I'd be pissed.
I'd be sad, yeah. Okay, I was just gonna say, this is jumping ahead a little bit, but I don't think that the Venom could have ever predicted that Xaden would actually turn for Sigale, which is crazy. They always thought it would be for Violet, so I think that's why they were trying to put Violet in, like, peril. But in the end, it's for Sigale. Like, his ultimate love.
His, like, full love.
Yeah.
It's the mother that he knows.
Even though she's mad at him. It makes me upset.
The mother he never
I
had.
always wanted a mother.
We're fucked up.
Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to leave us on that sad moment, and we're going to go into our favorite quotes. Cassy? I'll start,
Okay.
sure. Okay. A little moment of happiness. It says, "Gods, I love that arrogant, wicked, sexy little smirk." Ew. Okay,
Ew.
Violet. That's from chapter 55.
Ooh.
Bring back the word sexy. And I
Sexy
feel like
little-
we talked about that before.
We said that, yeah.
Something about arrogant, wicked, sexy little smirk.
I like the word
Thanks.
sexy. We need to
Bring it
start
back.
using that.
Yeah.
This is going to be sexy summer.
Sexy summer. It's not brat summer. It's sexy summer.
Sexy slut summer.
There you go.
I'm going to start it on TikTok.
Okay, I like it.
Hi, guys. Come with me for my sexy slut summer. Sounds like an old lady.
It kinda
that just
does.
found out about Facebook. Okay. My quote is from chapter 54. "You have other things you should be doing," I say softly, watching his eyes as his hand moved with the gentleness that could shock everyone but me. "Everything else will wait."
Moment of happiness for
Moment
the
of
lovers.
Only once.
Only once. That's all we get.
Yes.
Okay, and then this was from Violet, chapter 57. And it says, "Choice determines our future." And I just thought, what a real quote. But also maybe foreshadowing of, again, we've talked about maybe Auric. We can't tell if his visions are like subjective or not, and like are they like Raven, where his actions will maybe impact the vision? Does it change based on people's decision making?
Yeah.
So I felt like it was maybe a little bit foreshadowing, where she's like, the choices determine our future. Like,
Yeah.
maybe he saw one thing, but then I decided to do this, and it threw it off route.
Mm-hmm. I like that quote actually a lot because it's real.
Yeah, and it's also just like, it's a real one.
That's like in our real lives.
Yeah.
Not in this fake life we talk about. That's cool. That's a good one.
Thank you.
Okay, my only thing for thriving and theorizing today is Mira was like heavily pissed off, and like when she was just like, yeah, well, I went to go see our grandma, like what's wrong with that? She's like, you guys all have something from mom and dad. I have nothing. And I was like, it's giving perfect villain origin story, babes.
They can't all be the villains, Cassy.
It's either Brennan or Mira.
I know.
Hands up.
Hands up, it's one of them.
Hands up, it's one of them. I don't know. Sorry.
Mhm.
I will stand by Mira being not the most honest
Mhm.
until further notice. Until I find,
It's sad because she's the middle child,
she is. That's true.
And then I feel like it's also like she kept secrets from them, but then it's also like, okay, I understand her frustration because they did keep a pretty big fucking secret from her. Yeah. Granted, I do think the secret she kept from Violet is pretty big also.
Yes.
That's like a life-altering thing, so she can't be too mad, but I don't know. I wonder if it's like a power thing for her of like, well, it's fine if I do it, but when you guys do it, you've teamed up against me now.
Yeah.
That type of
She's
mentality.
got that mentality.
And maybe being the middle child, that's how you feel. Okay.
Final jam.
All right, let's move into final jam. I put "No Time to Die" by Billie Eilish. Sounded very fitting.
That's a really fitting one. And then I just put "Love of My Life" or "Loss of My Life" by Taylor Swift for Indarno. Literal loss of her life.
Well, that is it for this short little episode, everybody. Our camera is about to die. It's a common theme for us. So we are going to wrap this up really quick. But thank you so much for watching or listening. As always, feel free to reach out to us on social media, TikTok, Instagram, all that jazz.
All right, y'all. Love ya. Have a great day.
Have a great week
Mwah.
everybody. Bye.